The last video vlog experiment for my prolonged Mermaid challenge is another relatively short one, featuring a character from my novel, Listening to Georgiana. Hey my dears, this is June of June Sketches. The end of May and the rest of June has been quite the challenge. We can't control everything that happens in life, and as someone with high anxiety, I find these moments very stressful. It just gets worse as it prolongs too, which is why I did that video from last week. Sometimes I just want to shut down, so instead of turning off everything, I opted to take a breather. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to take things at my own pace? Often we forget that life isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's not about keeping up. Sure, things have deadlines. There are times we have to work with someone else's timeline. But when we can, when possible, we should take pause and consider our own strength, speed, and overall capability. Recently, I started rewatching One Piece. It's an anime. I recommend it. And even more so, recommend the manga. Anyway, a character by the name Usopp, a favorite of mine, says to his crewmate, "Do what you can do." There's no shame in not managing like everyone else. But I think the best quote I can describe what I'm trying to say and how I go about my anxiety, or how I manage to keep my spirit high despite shortcomings, is due to Jane Austen. I may have imparted this to you already, my dears, but let me reiterate. I wish, as well as everybody else, to be perfectly happy. But like everybody else, it must be in my own way. It's so important to remember that there is not just one way for me to go about my life, and that through it all, my life is most important to me. I believe Dana, this character, is a perfect example of this notion. When Georgie meets her, she has her life together. To other people, she looks like a simple, love-struck fool who had a sad past. But actually, she's just someone who's realized that loving openly is more important to her. The things that she holds dear may not align with others at the Mason, but that's okay. She's okay with that. She's come to terms with her differences with the people that live in the Mason. But I did decide to draw her before Georgiana meets her, because that's how I've drawn the others. I kind of show them in emotional states before they've healed, because listening to Georgiana is about the journey of healing, the process. Dana is probably one of the Easter eggs of L2G, because her importance isn't evident yet. Especially since Georgie doesn't even understand what love is. But I digress. Basically, don't feel bad for being different. If you approach an issue in your life differently, as long as you're not hurting anyone, of course, then you're fine. I'm not much for blanketed statements, but I do believe that as long as there is kindness, empathy, and understanding, the process, length of time, or whatever way you choose to manage your journey, there is no wrong way. You might get turned around like me, or stalled, or you break down. But be persistent. Be resilient. Have courage, and take a breath. hope you guys like the series. I feel quite pooped out by all the videos. Next video will be sometime in the next month, maybe. Definitely going back to once a month. Tell me down below what sort of videos you would like to see from me. Remember to subscribe and turn on the bell to be notified of my next update. See you next video, and thanks for watching. Bye!